Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Adventure Life 613. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I made these stairs for the ladder that's for the rooftop tent so that my dog can get up inside. Okay guys, this is 2 feet wide, 24 inches. I need 12 inches between the ladder rungs, and if I cut it in half I'll get 10 feet. We have two options. I'm either going to use zip ties or rivets because the rungs of this are aluminum. You can see it's already riveted here. Okay, here we go. 25 bucks. This is just rubber matting. Well, outdoor matting. It's rubber on the back side with some fabric on the front side. This roll is 24 inches wide by 5 feet long. The interior distance of the rungs is 13 inches. So if I cut that in half, it's going to give me 12 inches, which will only be about a ½ inch gap on either side of the mat between the rungs, which is going to work perfect. As you can see, I've got a selection of tools here, and I'll show you what I'm going to use as we're actually constructing it. Let's get this rolled out, measured, and then cut in half. It's 24 inches. We're going to find the midway, and what I'll do is, if you can see, there's lines that are running the lengthwise of this this mat. So I'm going to take this one here, make sure we're right in the middle. I'm just going to put one little cut right in one of these grooves. Okay, there we go. Then I'll place this right where my cut is, and it looks like it's still following one of the channels there. It's laying on top of the tape measure, and now I can just get a nice straight cut. We hope. There we go. There's our two pieces, and those are both the same size. Now, normally I put the ladder off of the back of the truck or the back of the tent. So this particular tent, you can put the ladder on 3 sides, either side or on the back. Usually I put it on the back. But depending on the situation or where you're parked, you may need to put it off the side. What I'm going to do with this one is I am going to extend this ladder all the way out. Normally I don't. I usually have it at a little bit of a steeper angle if it's off of the back. So typically that is about the angle that I would have the ladder at. The problem is if I put it off the side of the truck, I have to extend it all the way, otherwise it's actually going to hit the side of the truck bed. Plus, I want to have this fully outfitted with the ladder fully extended, just in case I need to use it. So the next step is I got to figure out how much material I need in between the steps. So there's going to be how much of the rise and the run. So the little step part itself, what I'll do is I'll clamp it onto one of the rungs, and then I'll bring it out to the next one, roughly to see how much of a step it's going to give me. And that way I can calculate how much fabric I have and how much I'm going to need for the entire ladder. You can buy a pre-made product that are the stairs for this. The one that I've seen made by iCamper, it's another rooftop tent company that makes one that has metal brackets. It's double stitched. It's a heavy duty cloth. You mount it onto it, but it's like $250, and I can't justify that for the amount of times that the dog would be coming up and down. Some of the videos I've seen, they've used all kinds of different materials. Somebody used rubber matting that has the holes in it. It's kind of that cushioning type mat that you'd see in an industrial kitchen type thing, but it's really thick. Heavy duty, yes. And because it already had the holes in it, they just use zip ties. I've seen somebody use vinyl flooring, which is fine, but with the vinyl flooring, if it's raining out, it's going to be wet, where this is just an industrial carpet, where this is going to give me a lot of grip even though it's wet. And that's sort of the concern with either the dog or myself going up, is the material itself. I don't want it to be slippery. It's going to kind of defeat the purpose. So I decided to go with this outdoor mat, and I can either zip tie it or I can rivet. If I rivet into, because these stairs are aluminum and there are already some rivets how it's mounted together, it becomes permanent. The only way to get it out is to drill the rivets out. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to just start with zip ties to get an idea of how this works, and then I can use the same hole that I would for the zip tie to go through to rivet it into place. So there we go. If we take 18 inches of fabric, and I'm just going to hold on to it here, and bring that up onto the step, that's basically what a step would look like. What I'm going to do is I'm going to clamp this on, and I'm going to adjust the ladder at different angles to see if that makes sense when you go to step on it. Do I have more clamps? I think I do. We'll be right back. I did use the 18 inches gap that I saw in someone else's project. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to step up onto here. I'm not going to step fully on. I just want to see with this amount of fabric how well the foot placement is. So typically when you go to step, you're either going to be on the balls of your feet or the middle of your foot. And that gives me enough space for my foot to fit into the step without it impeding, or my foot isn't in far enough. So I think that distance, the 18 inches of fabric, is going to work. Well, let's secure it with some zip ties, see how well it holds, and then go from there. I have it fully wrapped over to the top of the step, because that way it can grip as it wraps around. The rubber matting is going to be on the top of the rung, and I can pull that snug, and basically the mat itself is going to cinch around that rung. And I've measured and I put 4 holes. I've already got 4 of the zip ties in. I snugged up one of them, but I'm not going to do it fully tight until I get the rest of these into place, and then I can tighten them up. I can actually pull down on this and it's not going anywhere, because all it's doing is it's tightening itself, because the rubber is actually underneath this first layer. I have measured 18 inches from the top rung down the fabric, and what I've done is that 18-inch mark is going to be at this top corner. All I did was use these little small spring clamp to hold it into place. Once that's there, and then I can make my little cuts to put my zap straps in for the next rung. Well, we're starting to see a staircase happening here. So I've got the top one, the second one, and the third one are complete. I'm gonna start this one first, and then I'll put the last rung from the first section on top of that one. Well, let's get this one going, and then we gotta test it out. Everything is done all the way up. Right here is the, you might be able to see, that's where it's overlapping from the first piece of the floor matting. This one I did wrap around so that it is nice and snug. I had to use bigger zip ties on here to get around all the fabric. Now for the very last one, because this is the buckle that goes around when it's all collapsed. I don't know if I'm going to be able to close this all the way with the fabric. We're going to find that out. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a cut right here in the rubber, and then I can feed this buckle up through the carpeting. I just put a cut right here, allowed the buckle, and that's just the buckle. Here's the other part of it. That just loops around the whole thing once it's all collapsed, just to keep it from opening up. Now it's time to give this thing a test run. It's actually just right for where my foot is and where my toes would be. I'm definitely not going to slip through, so let's just pop the fly open here, make it easier for the pooch to get in and out. Let's extend that out all the way. Let's go get our test subject. Okay. Come here, come here. Get up, get up. Come here. Sit, sit, sit. Yes, just wait. All right, guys, this is our test subject. You may have seen before. This is our Australian Shepherd Border Collie mix. His name is Rip. He's a ton of energy. He's a big spaz, but we love him. He's quite all right. So we built this ladder. You can smell the treats in my pocket. This ladder is for him because I want him to be able to come up, and I don't want to have to pick him up to get up. So let's take a look and see what's going to happen with this ladder. Come on. Ready? Come on. Let's go. Up, 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 up. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Get up. Get up. Yes. 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 Come on. Let's go. Maybe I do need one on the bottom. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Yes. 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 Yes, good boy! So he sees me go up here often, but he's never been up in here yet. Just didn't want to take a chance of slipping on the ladder, trying to carry him and bring him up. So now it's going to be interesting seeing if he can go down the steps. Are you good? Are you good? Come on. Okay. Not bad for a trial run. Not bad for a trial run. Come here. Ready to go up? Come on. Let's go. Get up. Get up. Get up. Get up. Good boy. Yes. 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 There you go. Oh, good boy. Just wait. There you go. That's the camera. Yes. Okay. So this will take, it'll take a few practices for him. But once he gets used to it, he'll have this dialed in. No problem. Look at you up there. Hey? Yes. Good boy. Are you ready to come down? Come on. Come on. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, that was awesome. Come here. Come here, good boy. All right. I told you, it'll only take a couple of times. He was actually going down each step. He knew where to put his paws to position. So this is going to work out great. Now there's going to be more adventures with Rip in the rooftop tent. All right, let's go in the back truck. Come on. Get up, get up, get up. Yes. Can you wait there for 2 minutes? All right, guys, as you can see, the rooftop tent ladder steps do work. It'll take them a couple of times going up and down, but that's typically going to be one time at the end of the day. Get him up into the tent. Maybe in the middle of the night, if he had to go out, I could put him on a leash. He could go out, do his doggy business, and then come back up. This was super inexpensive. This was under $40 for me to make this. It took me about an hour and a half roughly, and it's gonna work fine. This roll-out outdoor carpet was 24 inches by 5 feet, 60 inches. I cut it in half because the interior is 13 inches from the bars, so it only had a tiny gap. I used zip ties like this, just the plastic zip ties, zap straps. These ones were fine. They were 20 centimeters long. I got these at the dollar store. So this was $1.25 for a bundle of these. However, I did have to use some longer ones. These ones are 30 centimeters because the areas that it was doubled up on top and in the middle section where I had double layers and it wrapped around the post, those ones were not quite long enough. So make sure if you're going to do this project, you gotta have some zip ties that are a little bit longer. X-Acto knife, tape measure. I did what I saw the other DIY project, 18 inches of fabric, and then from the top step, that 18 inches, that's where I brought it up to that next level. These tiny little spring clamps, I think I got these at the dollar store too, which worked great because when I wanted to put it in place, I just threw the clamp onto the rung. It held the carpet in place. I can tap all my holes in, and then there you go, feed the zip tie through. You don't need a rivet gun, you don't need rivets. Get yourself carpet matting like this or some vinyl flooring, whatever you want to do. You're gonna need at least 10 feet. If you want to cover the bottom rung, you're gonna need 12 feet of fabric, whatever you're using. Something that's at least 12 inches wide. If it's 13, it'll fit perfect. And that's it. So there you go. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Get out, do some more camping. If you like this one, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to. My content is all about camping adventures, the camping gear, and apparently now some DIY projects. So thanks for watching, and of course, I will see you in the next adventure. Still fits inside the ladder bag. It's a little bit thicker, but there you go. It worked. All right, we'll see you in the next video.